there.
Okay.
That we're ready to go.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Got a pretty full house here. So we'll just get started with the draft meeting minutes. Hi, Polly.
Hey, Polly.
Hey,
Kathy sent those around earlier, the draft meeting March, and then she sent them just a couple days
We
ago.
did send them earlier.
No, it's okay. I didn't know if you made any edits or something, so.
Nope.
Anybody look at them? Anybody have comments? I looked at them.
They look good to me.
That's why I thought they looked good to me. Okay, that'll be good for posting. And Stan, you are volunteered to be the recording secretary for today?
I'll do my best.
Perfect.
Taping me, right?
We are.
I can watch it 20 times.
Well, most of our agenda tonight, I think, is focused on Earth Day, so updates. So Martha, you volunteered to go to a battery storage tonight, symposium.
Mhm.
Do you want to just mention that or what it's about to anybody? Or?
Okay. Why when you call, it's the annual energy symposium that Ria runs. It's they're always very well attended by and all kinds of energy types, governmental, business, industrial, local government, state government. It's always very well attended. Environmentalists. And this year it's the main topic, I think, is battery storage systems. So I just figured it would be useful to hear, a variety of perspectives and see if we can have updated information on what this is.
Yeah, I think that's great because I mean, just the last solar proposal had a battery storage system with it. So,
Mhm.
and there may be others. I mean, that seems to be they're all over now. So,
Yeah.
or at least they want to put them all over now.
We
So,
want to, yeah.
yeah, so it'll be good information to have. Yeah.
I was talking with John Shaheen, who is on the, a lot of you probably know he's on the planning board. And he is an engineer also. He likes these kinds of things. And he's been sort of reading a lot online to try and learn about battery energy storage systems, the BESS, they're called BESS. He told me that the New York State changed the fire code in 2025 to address, and the updated fire code addresses BESS.
Okay.
They're relevant not just for solar farms, but utilities are interested in BESS also.
Yeah.
As storage systems for tons of high volume, high energy need. He says that as far as if there were another proposal with a BESS in the town probably would not be interested in moving on it until there was a new zoning law that covered a BESS. And he had talked to someone he talked to Chris, what's his name, who used to be at NYSERDA. Carrick. Chris Carrick.
He was never with us. It was regional planning.
Regional planning, sorry, I get that shit blended in my head. The regional planning board, and his viewpoint was that the town would probably need a standalone zoning law to cover a BESS. It's not something that we could just tack on to our existing solar overlay law. So those are some preliminary things that I'm learning. And I'll go this thing and report back.
Great. Should we put you down as like the topic person for battery storage? Thought I slipped that one in there. I tried, Martha, I tried.
I won't take it.
I don't know what my thing is doing.
Yeah.
But I will update.
Yes.
That'll be good.
That'll be good.
Polly, it looks like on our end, you're signed in twice. So I don't know if you're on a phone and a laptop.
I'm not. I'm only on the laptop and it's doing something weird.
Yeah, there's two windows for you on our end.
I'm trying to get rid of one of them.
Yeah,
Did you turn your phone off?
That'll work. Just muting one of the windows
Yeah,
works
that-
too.
That worked.
I did, but I'm still gonna try.
Excuse me. I love technology.
maybe you can just mute.
I thought it was a bird call behind me.
Right. All right, well, thanks for that update, Martha, and then,
Related to the battery storage at the Onondaga County Planning Federation, they had a session on just this, and they had, I think it was the Department of State, was it that was doing that presentation? I don't remember who it was. Anyway, they talked about the new fire code, and they talked about all the updates that they've made and all the safety improvements and all of the new programs and procedures that are in place that are supposedly, everybody run out. Now, this is great. One of the things they talked about was hazard support personnel, and it's if there's an incident, they have somebody, they dispatch them within 15 minutes and they stay on site. Now, they can't do anything. They're not hands-on. They're just there to offer some sort of, technical support and
Consultation.
expertise. And because if there is an incident and they, you can't do anything about the fire, you just have to let it burn out.
Mhm.
And they said that, you don't have to worry about that because back in 2023, when they had those 3 or 4 fires across the state, they didn't find any residual issues, no chemicals in the water, the ground, or the air. But they do reignite, so the emergency personnel are there to stay on site. It doesn't seem totally safe to me, right? They talked a little bit.
You left out the part, the fire personnel will be there for days,
Mhm.
maybe even.
There's no
weeks.
issues though. We're gonna have this guy on site. It is a good thing. It's better than nothing, but I
Still
still,
finding no toxins afterwards. That seems like a good.
unless you're living next door during the active fire, that's a bit of a problem, I think. They do have something that's in the state procedures now, I believe, and my notes are sort of like hit and miss here. But they have a process in place where they'll do an analysis to find out what the issue was and however, the results of that analysis aren't made public. It's proprietary information, so we're never gonna know what went wrong. Or how it was
Proprietary to
addressed.
the owner of the bath.
Right. So, that doesn't
That doesn't
instill a
seem-
lot of
No,
confidence.
that's not.
Simple things like, I was surprised to hear that it's like a 15-year average on the battery life. They talk about recycling, but you look at the panels, the solar panels, they're in trouble with that. So there's a lot of unknown questions. They talked about, if you have a project that goes in, make sure that there's fire training, and then you've got to consider that in a town like Pompey, where you've got a volunteer fire.
Mhm.
Who's gonna do the training? Who's gonna pay for whatever equipment would be needed? And I would imagine it would be safety equipment because you can't fight the fire, right?
Right.
There are just a lot of, the state seems to be really gung ho in pushing this through, and they didn't, at least in my estimation, this was more of a cheerleading presentation
No,
than
yeah.
really anything has really changed, really stressed, being able to support the grid in times of high need.
Right.
And they did make mention that as, more of these batteries are going in, so we're getting higher electric generation, and they're saying that the number of incidents are falling relative to the amount of energy that is being produced. I don't doubt that. But really, none of the questions or any of the uncertainties in my mind, I didn't think were really addressed. It was just like, let's go. This is good.
Mhm.
a lot of people had, not a lot, but a few people had raised questions about what's gonna happen to the town's ability, the local government's ability to have a say in this, and that wasn't really addressed in any positive way. It was, it's like, well, it sort of like in the state's domain, so just a little bit on
Yeah, yeah.
addition to what you said.
Yeah, that's good. I just, well, right now we don't have anything on our plate that addresses
Right.
batteries, so that's a good thing. So we got time to.
Yeah,
Flush
There
these
needs
out.
to be a revision of the master plan with this included.
That too, yeah,
That will require, and some towns have already done it. Marcellus has got a plan out there, and as I haven't read it, but how did he word it? It basically says we don't want it.
Right.
Whether it'll stand up in court,
yeah,
you don't know until a utility comes along or somebody and says, I want to put one here, and they say, here's our ordinance, and then you find out. So
right, exactly, yeah.
Somebody would know where like the nearest one is.
Cicero,
Really?
I believe Cicero, right? Not Clay, Cicero.
they built one out there. There's several proposals. One of them in the city of Syracuse,
Mhm.
Okay.
So,
in a relatively commercial area, but I think there's 6 or 8 proposed throughout the county. It'd be either a solar farm or National Grid just saying, we need backup and we need help, and
right.
I don't know what these things cost, but I don't know, it's interesting. I think there's more to learn
Yeah.
than there is anything else at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
They
good
talked
sign.
about the NFPA, how New York State updated the fire code. Last time I looked, the New York State Fire Code book was 2 phone books thick.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got time to go look it up for me, I'd love to know what it says.
Yeah. Yeah.
They also talked a lot, well, again, not a lot, but they did stress, the decommissioning plan and making sure that it was adequate. And I don't know how you would go about making sure it was adequate because you don't know what's involved. How do you plan for this? I just, I'm sure they're obviously in an hour, they can't go through
Right.
everything, right? But
Yeah.
But they, like you said, a lot of the questions and answers I thought were more vague
Mhm.
than specifics were lacking.
Well, it's good to be informed of this and to know what's going on because it's not going away. Yeah, it's yeah. Both the solar farms and the utilities are gonna want to have batteries for backup. And I don't know about the data centers and all that too, whether they have battery backups. So it's sometimes I don't know if we know where our batteries are,
Right, true.
It's
Very true.
what's going on. So it's good to have all this information.
I just dropped from a ladder, but what kind of batteries in my cordless drill? Lithium?
Lithium ion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
trying to get rid of it legally is, I think there's only 3 spots in the county that accept them. The good
Really?
news, my daughter's boyfriend says, oh, I know right where to get rid of it. But- So I hope he did the right thing.
Sounds suspicious.
I got faith in him. He's good.
Thinking when they said.
Yeah.
No, he works for Syracuse University.
Yeah, there's campus.
Oh,
Yep.
Sandwich cut.
Where we go next from this?
Right, yeah.
I have one back to the thing that you went to. This is separate from the point of whether they're safe and regulated. Was there any type of tax incentive for the municipality from zoning or income benefit to the town?
No, they
Where
didn't,
the,
nothing was mentioned. At all.
right. I just didn't know if they did, just curious.
That's a good question.
I believe in the ones that have been proposed, the utility or at least the one in the Syracuse, Niagara Mohawk actually owns the property.
Okay,
So in that case, but for solar farms, I haven't got a clue how that would
Yeah.
work. That's a very good question.
I think there was the payment in lieu of taxes typically is what is attached to solar farms. The company makes a donation or a payment to the town in place of what taxes were. Sometimes, usually they're less than what the taxes would be, but they're rebuttal is we could apply for tax exemption or tax break altogether. So they propose it as they're being nice or doing, by offering some type of payment when it could be technically nothing. But that's getting a little bit, so.
All right. Well, it's definitely a lot going on there that to learn and to get more information. The only other thing I was gonna update is at the very, very bottom, I added like a little to-do list. Now, this is kind of like something that I do for myself, but a lot of times we say, we're gonna do XYZ in November, we're gonna do XYZ next February, and then to be honest with you, I forget, unless it's somewhere in the minutes I go back. So I just made a little to-do list. And I put people's names down there in italics because it means it's just a placeholder. I don't, like we talked about the DEC free application, DEC free tree application that needed to be in by March 1st this year. We kind of missed it.
Yeah.
And so maybe, what we'll do is I think is we'll look at this every month and say, is there anything coming up that we need to do? And I did like the snowman contest. I think I just put your name down there, Beth, because
Okay.
we were just kind of talking about when we might have to do that if we do the snowman contest for February. We need to get it in by December.
Okay.
And so
Right, for the paper.
for the paper. So that's kind of what that is. And again, I just put names in there to kind of show that we have names, but we can change that.
Gotcha.
But it was, so if we have something where we say, let's remember that, let's put it down here and
That's a good
then
idea.
maybe we'll actually remember it. Or at least I will, because otherwise I forget.
Well, yeah, some of the stuff has to be, done 3 to 6.
Well, exactly, unless we keep on top of it. And sometimes we have, if there's nothing going on, we miss a meeting in the summer or something like that. And if we miss a meeting, then it's like, oh, shoot, we should have done that in July and we're not even here. So anyhow, I made a little to-do list. I like a little to-do list. Okay, so that's my updates. Yeah. Do you have anything else, Kathy, from the Onondaga symposium that you went to?
No, not really. Maybe one little thing that's sort of related. I was talking with Megan Costa from the SACPA, I guess they're not SACPA anymore, right? And we had talked about, it's like a year ago, updating the master plan.
Yeah.
And then Diana said she wanted to do it, and I think maybe Sportman and Judas, were they hired to do it? I know they're doing grants, but I think they're gonna do that.
Yeah, John Shaheen told me that.
So I gotta give Diana a call. The county still has money available. They could kick in.
Yeah,
If they were
okay.
aware of it. I'm not even sure. I mean, I don't know. When they made the decision to hire Barton and Lejudas, did they just go straight to Barton and Lejudas? Did they look for,
Yeah, I don't know. I listen to the town minutes. So.
Yeah. So there's some money anyway out there that they might want to pursue to help defray the cost.
Well, that's good because you compiled comments from everybody here, I think, or at least we all took a look at it. And that was at least a year ago, if not.
Oh, yeah, I resent them to
They just
Diana.
yes, I think
She said she was going to
yeah.
have it updated. Or want to update it.
Yeah, that's good. Well, hopefully we had another chance to look at it after it's been updated, a draft or something.
Yeah, but usually that's like, that involves public participation. You get,
Right, yeah.
it
get
before
a
it's
lot of people.
finalized, you have a lot of back and forth, so we should know as it moves through. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, good. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad it's being updated. So that's what you were just saying, right, Craig? It needs to be updated. Perfect. All right, no new business. Continuing business, the monthly communications table, Kathy also sent out an update on that one too. So do I have that? That's on a separate, separate.
Mhm.
separate. I think, maybe Craig, you were gonna do something for, March.
Culture.
So, I mean, it's not like these dates are cast in concrete, but if you want to do something, oh, there it is.
I printed it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And then April Earth Day, which you've already done on Earth Day.
Yeah.
And,
Photography contest, that's up too.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're actually in pretty good shape. Yeah, if you want to do something, Craig, if you got time, and then, you've given me something
I
on a
gave you
chicken
the
line, which I
chicken
haven't looked at.
That's okay.
So I will do that. So, okay. So anyhow, thanks for updating that, Kathy. happy birthday. Floor is yours.
Thank you. Promotion status is good. We've got a beautiful flyer on our Facebook page and on the website.
Yes. It's good.
The beautiful photography flyer is now up on the Facebook, is it?
Yes,
Did you check?
yep, yep.
Okay.
Went up, I think it was this morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So
And
that's
it's been shared that there are 6 or 8 shares on it. So
Good.
it's making its rounds digitally.
I think everything is, I'm sure everybody knows, but I am not going to be here for today
So,
because I have got a family event that got scheduled at the last minute. Gonna go to out of state, and so, and that very graciously agreed to step in and handle the, it's really 2 days, it's Friday afternoon setup and on Saturday morning for the event. And I have their information in this little blue folder that will go over for just a few minutes tonight.
Yep.
I think everything's just gonna run smoothly, it pretty much runs smoothly anyway. Standing 8 tables by Friday at 4. Would be great, thank you. And Craig rocks. Great,
Can do that.
rocks,
Drop them all Friday night for you.
yep, that's great. Ollie, trees are all, Ollie, the trees are all set, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm having them shipped instead of relying on the informal bucket brigade, so I don't have a heart attack like I did last year. But yeah, they should be coming in. I told them I'd like them by the 14th, just so I have them here and don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Did I tell everybody that Don Chrysler confirmed?
Yes.
Yeah,
But I forgot to ask him about the pop-up tent. That was one thing I still had to do. But
yeah,
if he doesn't have one, I have one. So,
just for his own comfort, if in case we have another lousy day.
yep.
Hey, Paulie,
Yeah.
what was the final cost so we could get that divvied up and get you paid?
Oh, great. You would ask me that right now.
Well, you don't have to give me the number right now if you don't have it on the top of your head, but
Oh, trust me, you don't want anything that's on the top of my head. I will send that out. It's about I think it went up just a tiny bit this year. Let me see if it's hanging around here. Oh, Lordy, no, it's not. Let me look one more time. It's the wrong file.
You can just send it in the email
Yeah,
chat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I'd really like to do that. So yes,
Yeah, yes.
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
No,
Yes,
no,
sir.
that's no big deal.
No, thank you.
That's the easiest job of all. I feel like such a slacker. So
The only thing up in the air right now is who's gonna unlock the building and who's gonna lock it back up.
Right, yeah.
Teresa's working on that right now.
Well,
Hopefully
because
that's-
they're always here when we get here. You know, the highway department's usually here,
Yeah, well,
although they may not have access here though, too, right?
not everybody who's
Not everybody
there is gonna
have
have access
access,
to the
right,
building.
right.
And I told the vendors that setup starts at 8, so I don't wanna be hanging around.
Why don't I just give the number back?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Make sure it doesn't get
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Selling the state secrets.
That's not on tape. is it?
No.
I'll delete that after
Yeah.
from your memory.
Yep, that's fine.
I didn't know it's closer to Benjamin.
Yeah, yeah.
Super. And she's gonna work on it too, so now we have a backup. So
Okay.
that's that. The only other thing I need to do is just have a chat with. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good, perfect,
Sure.
excellent. That was quick. I figured this would be like your meeting.
She's on it. She's
She
like a
is.
professional. She's got everything.
I want to-do list.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very nice.
And there's a Here I am boasting.
Oh,
my gosh,
look at that.
We don't even have to be here either.
Just post it on the door.
We're just gonna leave this on the front counter.
That's right. Find your spot.
I love it.
Table suggestion for how to park the car
Oh.
and a list of all the vendors, so.
It's all a lot to put together, but also necessary for
It's
some.
all, yeah.
Right, makes it easy to
It
know what you need to
answers all
do.
your questions. All of your questions.
All.
Answers questions you never imagined.
Don't call me, because these are all your, if you can't figure it out from here, you're in trouble.
Write it out.
That's right, yeah. That's what that alliance was.
And also, just for everybody to know, we've got this little thing, you know, who are we thing?
Oh, yeah, right,
It
right.
goes on an eagle somewhere.
Right, last year we put on the TV, I remember. Didn't we?
I think we tried to.
Yeah, we-
Yeah. One year.
I'm not saying we have to, I don't know if anybody looked at it, yeah. But yes, I do remember, yeah.
And I also had leftovers of the,
Oh,
how to
right.
plant the tree thing.
Right, right,
I got a bunch of others too.
yes. If we needed more, Nick could always make more too, but it's probably,
Yeah,
We
I
need copies last minute, but.
got looks like 40 copies here.
that's fine.
Probably
good, yeah.
People don't take them.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. Okay, thank you, Martha.
You're welcome.
The town contest, we kind of went in there, but I need,
The poster went up, Veronica had it and posted it on social media and the town website. Like I said, it's been shared a handful of times already by people. I'm sure that will increase the next day or two as more people see it. And then on the 15th, I believe, I'll reach out to Veronica and have her forward me any submissions.
okay, yeah,
And we'll make sure they're printed for if they can poster board, and we'll do sticker votes again. It's probably a more elegant way to do that, but that seemed to be fun for
Yeah,
everybody,
fun.
so.
so yeah, I think it worked out good. It was visually easy to see and, you
Do
know,
you have stickers or need stickers?
Let me
'Cause I
check.
can find, okay.
My
'cause I
mother-in-law's
might
a
have-
teacher, so
Oh, okay,
there's a bit
okay.
of things I need to thumb through.
All right, because we probably have some.
Yeah, if I don't, I'll let you know. I'll
Okay.
throw out stickers.
I'll look for some just in case for backup. We do.
And you're gonna do the seeds and the,
Yes, I've got the box of pollinator seeds to hand out. I'll put the bucket for the household batteries for people to drop off.
and I know just where to put that.
Yes. Yep, hopefully there'll be a spot. Good. And I mean, I have an extra table if we need one, because I know, is Peter bringing his own table?
I
Does
don't
he?
think so. He didn't last year, right? I didn't talk to
No,
him
we'll
about
have enough
table.
tables.
Okay.
He's stands bringing 8 tables.
Okay, I'll put
There's 2
one,
more in the closet, in the storage.
I'll have it in the truck if we
I'll
get.
double
Okay.
check,
Fine.
and I think I have 8. I know I've got at least 6. I think I've got 8.
Okay.
Just in case, I'll.
Perfect.
And there's 2 in the.
2 in the back
At
if we
least
need
2
them.
in the storage, there might be 3.
Gotcha.
I think there's 2 bigger ones and 1 weird one.
Okay.
is the rock painting gonna be back there again?
I don't think so, with the cannon.
If we can do it, yeah, that would be nice.
That would be nice up front, yeah.
Yeah.
Not out of the, in the back there, yeah.
Right.
nice to be in
Yeah,
front.
and it's a lively, fun thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, not that you don't get a lot of participants, but you get more when it's visible.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people see
Yeah.
it, that's, right,
Mhm.
yeah,
Leaves the
yeah,
Yeah, I think
bathroom
that's
open too.
nice.
yeah, that's right.
Bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Good, excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're gonna have to modify it.
I know. We need a new map.
That's
No
okay,
cannon.
we can-
We've got can't race the cannon. Did you do that in pencil?
See if it comes back first.
Yeah, that's a good point, Frank. That's a good point.
It
Oh,
doesn't seem like the type of thing that you would just,
And then out. and
Right.
out, and out.
right, I don't know where it went,
maybe
yeah.
it went across the street. to the
So
store.
that's a possibility.
That it did.
Kind of makes sense.
Depend-
It did, if they have room,
but
yeah, that would make sense. All right, DEC grants, John's been talking to, he sent out an email, I think everybody was copied on it.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, everybody's copied that. Basically, he's been talking to BR and get back with any possibilities. So yes, and oops.
Harry.
yeah,
Leanna, yes, Leanna sent me some things for grants too, some DEC grants. I guess there was like 2 or 3 of them we could apply for. But you needed to be a Tree City USA member. Some of them were just had to apply for it. Some you had to be a member for 5 years and stuff, so.
Mhm.
But that was nice. She sent them to me. She's still thinking about us, so that's good. Other than that, there's no updates on the grant. So if John hears more from BR, and he's kind of, every time I see something, I kind of send it to John so that since he's our contact for grants now, I send it to him.
I'm not implying we should have been, but why did we not pursue the Tree City status?
I think,
I just don't remember why.
we sent it to, we wrote up a draft town ordinance just as a draft, and we gave it to the town board, and they really didn't like it.
Okay.
And even though it was draft, we could have changed it how we wanted to, but they just thought it wasn't worth pursuing at this time, I guess.
Okay.
So, okay.
I think one of the big issues was that there isn't a lot of public land outside of the right of ways.
For it to apply to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just didn't,
Mhm.
and the extra, oh my God, you know, the thing that tells you what you have to do, regulations.
the ordinance, yeah.
Yeah.
The ordinance.
Yeah,
I had
Yeah.
my two granddaughters with me all day and it's like,
See, I said,
oh my God.
Smaller words potentially.
well, and the thing that the NS sent me, there was one of the BEC grants and it said, you know, any municipality can apply for them, and they showed, you know, the size of the ones, and one was like, you know, I don't know, Queens or something, and the other one was I forgot the name of the little town, and I had like 60 residents, and they applied for it, and they got a grant to do some kind of climate change stuff. Again, this little town of 60, they had a Tree City USA designation. And again, theirs might be just says, you know, we take care of our trees, who knows?
Right.
And that was the thing that was a little, we could have revised the ordinance to say whatever we wanted to say, and it probably would have been okay, but I don't think there was enough people that wanted to support it.
I guess that's my next thought or information for me is that if that status qualifies us for other grants, then maybe it is worth a title floating, even if it doesn't have a lot of teeth to it effectively. If
Yeah.
it's a title that we carry and it qualifies us for other sources of funding for something, that could be a 2%
Right, yeah,
So.
yeah. And maybe, yeah, I don't know, like I say, the town board kind of said no, so I said, okay, we'll
Yeah.
pursue it. So there wasn't enough people pushing it, so.
Right.
I can always dig that email out and just send it to you guys just to show what was available. Cell towers, anything you want to report on cell towers? No changes, okay?
Nobody's even. So,
Yeah,
wintertime is usually slow.
yeah, right, that's fine,
Nobody
yeah.
wants to climb up the top.
Yeah, we just keep it on the agenda in case there's anything
Yeah.
that comes up or
If
whatever.
I mean, you can leave it on there or whatever, but if I see anything, it's
Yeah.
automatic, and then usually I try to find out what's going on.
Right, yeah,
Because it's all right there.
yeah. Okay, thanks, Dan.
The nice thing is, I mean, the stuff that we're talking about with all battery storage and things like that, it's nice to be proactive.
Right.
The towers were very reactive.
Yeah,
And, you know, cellular, solar laws and things like that, and what we're talking about, it's nice to.
yeah, be ahead of it, yeah, instead of trying to catch up and
Yeah.
retrofit things for 20 years later, it's like, say, okay, now you gotta do this.
Well, I mean, the easiest thing is if there's that Quonset hut that's up there and that tower's there and it's not in use, and there's no incentive to take it down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if it's
My
like,
question, what's inside the building?
I don't know, I asked my son, he's been in there a few times when he was a kid, but honestly, I don't know. I would say it'd probably be a lot of old radio transistors or something like that. Maybe one of these days I might or might not take a walk in there, can either confirm it or not.
Yeah.
Report on the next meeting. See if somebody else
Are you
knows
going to be
something.
the point person?
I know.
It's inside the complex.
Chief investigator.
Yeah, chief investigator, there you go. Yeah.
Put your dark sunglasses on.
Right, right.
Sponsored HUD committee.
Yeah. All right, well, that was it for the agenda. Anything else? Anybody want to talk about? Any items? Our next meeting's May 7th, 7 PM.
May
Probably be
7th.
debrief of the Earth Day will be
Mhm.
probably one of the main topics. And
May
see what else? And maybe the symposium, the battery symposium. See what- I shouldn't say the battery symposium, but the,
Energy.
Energy symposium,
that's
yes.
April 17th.
I think-
So no.
I was gonna say it was the middle of the month, wasn't it?
Yes, April 17th.
And then, so nothing to add to our to-do list, I don't think.
You can put me down for July 2nd for meeting minutes, just to keep that short.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Adam.
Yep.
Did you say the next meeting was May what?
May 7th,
7th.
yeah. And let's see what else we have. And yeah, I think that's it. We still have the links for the ECC charter, the master plan, the master plan, and how our 30-day clock works and stuff. So, yeah, okay. All right.
Perfect.
Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
For a great Earth Day.
Thanks for zooming me in.
Yeah, thanks, Polly.
Yep.
Safe travel
Time
back.
to be in person, right?
Yeah, we're leaving Tuesday, I think, and headed home.
Drive
So-
safe.
Oh, after the Easter, we made the mistake of coming home on the Easter weekend last time. That was stupid. So
So no,
how's the weather? How's the weather up there?
Hot and cold every other day.
I'm cold every other day.
So no storms expect. I'll tell you, if you've got crappy weather, I'm staying a few more days.
So we'll see you in the fall.
Yeah, about that. Okay, folks, thank you.
Depends what day you come. It might be 70, it might be 30.
That's right.
Bye-bye.
I should send you.
Take care, Paul.
Yeah.